Hi class, this is your video feedback for your portfolio draft. You will have time next year to work on it even more. But first, I want to tell you that I'm really excited about the submissions. I will go through and probably nitpick and find little details that you will be able to implement. But as a draft, you guys have really hit it out of the park. All right, so I just want to let you know that up front. So I'm going to jump right in, look at it as a first-time user, not paying attention to any problems you may have had. I am just visiting your site, and even if I've seen it, I'm going to be looking at it as a visitor. All right, here we go. Rip Studios. I was looking at this, and I wondered if maybe you could say something like, let us do the heavy lifting, or something like that, rather than let us rip all the work from you. Unless this is some kind of jargon that is currently, going around, but that's what I would do. This is nice and clean, love it. This, of course, will come off when you purchase a domain. I'm thinking. Good. You'll want to put more padding around these. It's doable, right? But it's looking good. I want these to go somewhere, right? You want to link those up, and your site will have your logo when you get to these things, and that's going to be really good. I mean, maybe it's here, there it is, and here, but why not go ahead and link that just because, right? Just because I wanted to click on it. I understand it's a service you're offering, but I really wanted to click on it. Test this out for left alignment and see if you like it or not. It's not mandatory with this little bit, but sometimes it's better. Let's take off the API. All right, it's not what you would be doing if you are actually going to design a site for somebody. You can use Wix. You can say using Wix, but take out the API. It doesn't mean you can't use it in some cases. If someone just wants a website tonight and you don't have a lot of time, that might be fine. If it's a one-time thing, like maybe it's maybe they have some sort of concert and they're selling tickets or something, temporary, then use it. You could do that. All right, but let's not put it on your site as web design. All right, you could say CMSs, using a CMS. That would be good, using a CMS, because you might decide to use something else. All right. One thing I did notice, it seems like this next image, not this one, this one's great. It seems like this one's stretched. Okay, so make sure that's taken care of. A lot of white space here. Try to get this down to one line. So these lines align. You're so close. So close. Okay. Bring this up a little bit. I like that you've done this. Perfect. Try and get a thumbnail that doesn't cut anything off. All right. This is a really important part of getting someone to click to watch it. And students do this a lot. I know you have to go in and fix it somehow. Either choose something else or crop it down, whatever you have to do. This one, not too bad. These are okay with 2 lines, but right here, it's not the worst, but it might be nice. And then you could close this up. All right, cleaner thumbnail here, sharper font here. This has a lot of white space, so you would want to bring it up, and it's cropped, so bring that up. All right, a little less space. It's not bad, but a little less. This cropping, right? Gotta watch that. All right, and for these, you're going to do the same thing you did up here. All right, you're going to talk about your role, All right, so that's what you want to do. This is looking a lot like a blog, but I don't mind it. But these, I think, might not be fitting because the column is wide. Maybe they go together on another page for video. You have room for a drop down. Okay. When we say us, go ahead and say about, because, well, okay. I would say Ripped Studios began, from or something, but make sure you watch the video, you guys, for, it's a video on YouTube called Tell Me About Yourself by Dawn Luck. All right? I want you to look at that when you're writing these for yourself. Try and have these things aligned always. Okay? Alignment, super important. Bring this up. Try not to have a single line by itself. You've got headroom here. If this isn't your art, you would not be able to use it, all right, on your site. Good job. Make sure these are all branded. You probably don't need it in 2 places. Okay. All right. Not sure what you're telling me here. All right. Okay. All right. I like the template you've chosen, and I like the logo. All right, good job. All right, I like this logo. This is a little out of place. It does link up, and I'm glad for that. Maybe you could try just the white version, and we'll find out, but I'm not sure the yellow is perfect. Just the right amount here. I think I want to see a period there. Little sharper image. Over the next year, you guys work on getting a professional profile shot that's really sharp, great lighting. All right, you've got time. I think for this, for example, blue would be good as a highlight. Okay. Okay, so take out all of the placeholder images and blogs, or just disable this page. Now here's the thing, how do I get back to your site? Well, it's down here. I think you might want to try and have something up at the top or on the side. Okay, maybe 3 lines here would actually look better. You've got a real minimum look. And here's something about design and graphics. If those lines are horizontal like this, it's really going to play out well, right? Because it's going to pick this up as a repetitive design. So you would have 3, 3, 3 for your hamburger menu, and that would look really good with this instead of this, all right? And then you could have your social media down here and just the whites. And if it aligned with this and this, that'd be cool, all right? All right, this, something may not be centered, or it may be. Take a look. All right, great start. Nice, the colors are working. There's something going on up here. Hold on. When I go here, all right, so this has to drop down, right? Because you're covering up your logo. That's the only issue I have with drop-down menus. Well, that, and sometimes it gets too complicated, but you've tried to organize it. We'll see if you need to have 3 different pages for this, or if you just need to have graphics or design, because logo designs can go with graphics, but let's see. I love the logo. This is going to come in like this. Again, see how now it's down, but it's covering up this. So that's the thing. You know, one drop down you could probably do here, but two, you're covering up content. Okay. That needs a hyphen. I'm not going to read through all of this. Make sure you guys are using a language tool. Chrome has an extension called language tool. There's also Grammarly. Left align these. Okay. You've introduced screen here. We'll see. Okay, this is getting crowded, right? Way too crowded. So edit this down. Alignment, super important everywhere. Spacing, everywhere. Left align everything. Hierarchy. This I would just put in down here. Okay. Make sure you guys take a look at the Facebook and Twitter and Instagram brand guide. You may not be able to use this red. Okay, I don't think you need that instruction there, but these do need to be aligned. Now if I click logos, okay, all right. What you could do, although I like that you have little scrolling, or not much scrolling, but what you could do is use this red bar and distinguish, try and align this, and go into other graphic works, you know, separate it, and you can scroll a little bit. Here you've got web design. If I click this, I'm going off your site. So we don't want to do that. What I recommend for this, okay, nice. What I recommend is that you take one of the best pages and put it in a mock-up of a computer. You could put 3 across if you want, or 2, because, you know, the screens, it's like a laptop screen. They get smaller, reduce your content if the screen is too small. So maybe just 2 columns with 2 frames from this site. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. What I want you to do is just choose 3 that you like that really say your brand and work well together. You know, whether it's this one that goes with your red or this one, you know, choose 3 and put them across and be consistent with that. This is too cluttered, right? You can do better. You've done better. So how you've done this, do that for all of your graphics. And like I said, you could put them on one page and separate them. Okay. These are nice, right? Did you guys know that graffiti nowadays is copyright protected, which is really great? But these are great. Make sure you aren't using someone's design. Like if you were using Nike, you wouldn't be able to, so make sure this is yours. But these are great. I would bring them up here. These are nice, and they might get you the kind of work that you, see, we don't want to cut off heads. They might get you certain kinds of work, but so would this. If you just add on, you know, that you also do, you know, graduation photos somewhere, I would start with this on this page. and take these down. Even though this is great work, I like these. So videos, okay, you see how you've done this? You've scrolled and you've got the bar. Do that with your graphics also. Okay, but with your graphics, I would love to see, I don't know that you can do it with the videos. I like that you have just one and you have it aligned. I love that. So for your graphics, I want to see the same thing. I want to see the same layout that you have for your photography. Okay, and for your, logos, you're going to bring this down. All right, I think I've said that enough. This page, I think you know it needs to go. You've got to drop down. You've got this. You don't need any of these. Okay, just get rid of it. Once you spread this out, edit it down, put this on the bottom. Okay, you're saying you're marketing. That's what you're saying you do. Okay. Yeah, you don't need this. What you can do is have a drop down that goes to skills. Okay. And spread that out and get rid of all this. And it will just be a drop down menu. And then you will just have this menu there and this there. And this will all come up except for this, which will be smaller on the bottom. All right. Okay. I think you can shorten this to where there's not two words there. Put that down here, I think. Use the black outlines. You don't need both. All right. Great start. Okay. See, I'm remembering your style guides. Okay. Okay. I feel like, okay, I am not able to control this. Am I able to control this? I want to be able to control it. Yeah, your viewer needs to be able to control that. Here's the thing about these. We are going to a second page to get our menu. I'm not a fan of that. I like this shot. Let's narrow the gap here. And, take care of this by itself. Okay. Okay, so you're going to add more work and you're going to align it. This needs to be sharper and probably on a works page. Okay? We expect it on your works page. We don't expect it necessarily here. It'd be nice to have a little something or another that is there, to tie into your brand, but that's what you want to do. Okay. Navigation is kind of an issue. I'm sort of stuck here, but I wait for you to do something there for me. All right, so let's have navigation and a way for me to push through your gallery. All right, great start. All right. All right. What you need to do for this one, the layout is fine until we get down here. We need to left align. I'm not sure. This probably needs to be more purple, but you need to have your own images. All right, not the template images. Okay. All right. For your work, you guys put a watermark. Now you don't need a lot of images from the same event. All right. And do make sure that they work together. Okay. All right. So just maybe, not quite so many of the same event. They work well together because they look like they're motion, but okay. Let's update this to 2020. Let's take this off. Right. That would mean disabling it and disable the shop. Because right now, this is just the template. If you want to just say works, you would be able to do that. So be thinking throughout the year what it is you can do, but the first thing you want to do is remove the template videos and images and so forth. All right. Replace it with something. Think about the colors and why this works with this. It's because it's in both. This color is in this. So think about that. All right. All right. Okay. I like this. And just doing a great job here. I'm going to click on this. You tell us exactly what you do, which I love that you do that. Okay. I feel like if you're going to take images of animals and self-portraits, your self-portraits should be together and your animals should be together. Okay. Make it seem like it's a series. Make sure you read all this again. Okay. All right. Okay, I like that. This looks a little smaller font. Could be me. Could be the screen's tilted. Okay. Okay. All right, this is a good way to show coursework. You're being upfront that, it's student work, but you're not saying I'm a student, which is fine. Okay. All right. I like it. It's consistent. I'm used to seeing a little bit of navigation up here, like you have it here. Something to think about. Maybe side by side. But I like it. I like it. You'll be thinking about the kinds of things that you can produce throughout the year and think about your brand and how it will look on your site and how it will represent you. All right. Good job. All right. Be sure you take a look at, you guys, at that tell me about yourself video. Okay, good. I want to see this right away. You don't have to tell them what isn't your strong suit. Okay. You can talk about photo editing and editing. That's what Photoshop and so forth. A lot of white space, right? We want to get rid of that. We don't, yeah. This we want to change because that's the template. Okay. Let's just say video editor and social media and video editor. Okay, take that off. We've got a lot about the company and you. Okay. So, and a lot of white space. Hopefully this goes to opens up in a new window.
Hey guys, welcome back to another vlog. My eyes are swollen. I just woke up.
Okay. Like this, not all this space. Come on, let's put it up here somewhere, or, something. Maybe even if it's your really important part of you, it could be part of your logo. Could look like that and have a little YouTube thing. You want to look at YouTube's brand also. Guessing they only let you use red, pretty much, or white or black, maybe gray. Okay. This needs to be created in Illustrator. Okay. Hopefully you'll get a lot of time in Illustrator this year. Like it, it'll make this as sharp as this. Okay, and you can resize it because it's a scalable vector graphic. That's what Illustrator is. I don't know anything about this. I don't know whether I want to click on it or not, so I need a little bit of info there. Let's put your contact actually here instead of here. So bring this over. You can have About Me, Projects, and Contact. Instead of a drop-down menu that says More. All right? All right. I'm looking forward to seeing this next year. Brian. It's pretty clever. Nice image. Might as well go in and clean some of these little things up. Put it in a mock-up. All right? I don't know if you need this to be as deep. Align. Put those in a mock-up. But that's not going to be interesting to somebody. Sorry to say, this might. Doesn't mean you've shot it, I guess. But, just put a mock-up and or 3 mock-ups or 2 and choose your 2 best shots. Okay. You want to simplify your backgrounds. Okay. You don't want that dog back there. Be very selective. But you're going to have more work before the year is over. And that's going to be cool to see what kind of work you produce. Okay. Use your camera a lot. Take more photos. Okay. All right. This isn't going to be searchable, so it's better to have a hidden page, here that you drop down and go to and enter it, just like Real Deal Tacos, so that people can actually search and find. Limit yourself to 2 fonts. That includes italics and things. All right, great start. Singularity. Okay. I see. Yes, I recall your goals here. Nice. Nice fonts. I like it. Nice alignments. Okay. You got a lot of empty space. But you're really keeping this style going, and I love that. Okay. Probably could cut this down a little bit. Okay, I'm not going to say anything. I think maybe it needs to be broken up a little bit, like you have it here. But this one looks like it, should be aligned left. I'm sure you tried it. All right. Love the brand that you're going with. I suspect you've had this a while. I love this. I'm not sure this rounded corner fits with your blog. I'm not sure it's even the same font that you need, right? Let's pick that up. And you're going to use that whenever you send out flyers and things. You're going to stick to your now you do need one heavy font maybe so that people can read something from afar, but on your site, stick to it. There's a lot of images here that, yeah, would be good for Instagram, but probably not so many for your website. A few is good, but all right. That drop down is covering things up, so you may need to fix that. I'm digging this, if it's you. All right. Very nice. Very nice. It's a good concept, too. Okay. Okay, I want to have an open mind here. This should go to your home page when you click it. Make sure your social media has your brand continue. Just 3 dots would be better. Same thing, you want to shorten this with your footer down. Will come up here, and this will be a resume. It doesn't even have to be a drop down. It can be a link right here or a button to your resume that isn't red because this isn't on the page at all. Maybe it's yellow. And it says resume. When you click on it, there's a whole nother page, but you do have this on it so you can get back. Okay, but it doesn't necessarily have to be here, but it does have to be entered. Make sure you're friendly with Illustrator. Make sure every slice here is an important graphic, right? That's questionable. Okay, you need a thumbnail that looks amazing and works together like this would be a painting, like a triptych but with 6. I'm tempted to align this. Okay. I feel like you have this different in other places. Watch your font. I'm not sure that you're using that somewhere, are you? Yeah. Try using this font here. I'm not sure you are. Okay. Maybe you are, but make sure your headers are consistent, everybody. Okay, this is laid out nice, nice background. Okay, great start. All right, Deborah. This would go on your About page, but you need another profile image. You've got time to get one, but make sure it is sharp, in focus, face is lit, all right? Eyes have a little catch light, right? This needs to be cropped. This is small. You don't need to put this in here. This is for you to know. Okay, it's for you to know what your target audience is so that when you're going through this, try not to have vertical text. Okay, go ahead and put that up here. So if this is your schoolwork, for example, that's going to be a totally different thing. All right. One thing I like is that you have taken out a lot of the space from this template, but this is really hard to read and will be very hard on your mobile site. Okay, way too much content. If this is for a blog, put it in a blog and make it bigger, okay? Okay, this is your work experience, your skills. Okay, break it down. Okay, break this down to a line or 2 lines, maybe 3 in each case. I know the job entails a lot. All the things you've been doing are a lot. Break it down. You can use adjectives, empathy, soft skills required with strength for long hours, whatever skill sets that you used, equipment that you learned, software, all that. But this is too small, which means it's probably too long. And is this a new color that's been, introduced? Let's be careful. Okay. All right. So what you'll do here is you'll have the examples. Okay. All right. This could even come all the way over here, a line here, and then bring this over to one column and have the work beside it. Yes, it'll create some space, but you're going to put the work, and the work's going to be a line. Okay. You think about that over the next several months. Okay, but your font's going to have to be bigger and less of it. Okay, a little more editing. Good start. All right. Okay. I like it. I guess I'm tempted to move this over a little so this is on here, but I don't want to mess up your style. Space, not the right font. Okay, look for a simpler font. Go to your Instagram or whatever you're doing that has your design work that you are showcasing. So that's a weird scroll, right? Okay, so this is what we're talking about, having this. This probably could be a little smaller. Maybe even in a lighter color. Okay, this probably a picture of a mock-up of a computer, laptop screen with this in it, but not this. Find your better picture because this is overlapping, so that's not a good idea. All right, so fix that. Okay, not bad. Yeah, I don't like the way that's rolling over this. You could just have it there. Okay. All right, so here's the thing. Okay, your about me is here. Okay, Alton, is that yours? What I want to see is your name on your work. Okay. All right, great start. Okay, this needs to be optimized. You can see how slowly it loaded. It's because it's a large file. You guys name your files too before you bring them in for SEO. You might want to left align this. You certainly want to get this line up. We've got a couple of fonts going on. Okay, it's not bad. This is not caps, and all these are caps. But this is fun. Update your site. No placeholders. No reflection videos. You could take this off and say my digital story. You might be able to have your full sale story. But your reflection videos, those are your student blog submissions. So contact always goes at the end. Just have a link, right? Disable this. Just have a link. Okay, that will be simplified over here and focus on your work. All right, good start. This needs to be optimized, smaller file so it doesn't, so it loads quicker. So far, so good. Work should be aligned and cropped as you need it. This is good, with that bar here. It changes. This isn't quite in focus and it's sort of floating. So everything needs to be in a grid, okay, like aligned. That will make it more professional. And I'm not sure you need these here. Look, we're covering his face. I don't think we need these here. I think this, if you did this, you did, so it says so, and I love it. So let's just have this on your homepage, all right? This and this line. Let's take those images out and bring this up, all right? And, okay, yeah. And to keep your edginess, to go with this, I would use this as your source of inspiration. These, well, I'm not going to say anything about these yet. Okay, maybe they go off. All right. Okay. That's floating out here. Let's say who I am instead of a question mark, right? This is, it makes sense for your phase of life, but if you can, cut it down just a little more, that would be great. Okay. Drop-down menus can't cover up content, so we want to fix that. Left align these. Might need to close up this space just a little bit. If you can get this smaller, align here. It's a little, this cropping over here of the different size. I'm not sure we need this. This is not working. And you already have it here. So maybe this comes out and this comes out and you bring it up a little bit because you say film editor and you have experience. So we can take this out and this out. Okay, bring that up and your role already tells us. Maybe this background drops back a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, these should be close together. And you only need this once, right? So you can put this with this right under it with a little bit of space, and this can be beside it because they go together. All right, this background is a little much. It's a little bit much. It's competing. Okay, so and left align. Just be consistent. You've got some time. But if you did this, move it before this. Bring it up. And focus on those colors. These colors and the black and white. Okay? And this is okay. All right, but this background isn't quite working enough. Okay, so this is a picture of words. You don't need it. I think that you already have it. So it can be a download if you want, but anything that's important is going to need to be entered anyway. Nobody will be able to find this. If they search online, if they search within your site, they won't find it. Okay? And no one's going to zoom in and read this. So this needs to be possibly in a very obscure place as a drop down. I mean, as a downloadable, but your downloadable is not going to be searchable. So it still needs to be, where you have it here is fine. That's the most that you're going to be able to get on a website. All right, and have people be interested. We'll see where you are next year as far as simplifying some of these things. You don't need this per se. You just need the social links and probably white. All right, great start. Okay, we can take off student because by the time you launch this, you're going to be a graduate or sooner. Okay. 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 This probably could come up here somewhere instead of saying I'm a student. All right. This probably can be reduced a little so it's not so much scrolling. This is kind of big, but this logo's good. It's not showing up here. Maybe you need a drop shadow on it. Okay. We have to scroll a lot to get to your work, so watch out for that. This is a little better. Header up there. But we have to go a little, we don't have, this is kind of wasted space. So think about that. And yeah, you're just going to start collecting some images that you have done. Sometimes yeah, you'll have some more work to work from. In fact, what you need to look at is the daily logo challenge. all right? So that you can create lots of logos. And then you'll have plenty of work for your site, all right? Good start. This image needs to be optimized because it took a long time to load the first time, okay? All right, the layout is pretty good. This font is a little heavy because this image is a little too, needs to be dropped back more. Probably a rectangle can be behind it. So you'll have time to observe other sites and see what we're talking about there. Okay. Be careful with chopping things off and your grids. This, right? This. Be very mindful of your backgrounds, you guys. Okay. And a little more headroom here. Okay, but really good start. Nice, nice. I would rather see this blunt because this is. All right. If you want to take dates off, you can. Making it evergreen. Okay. Now I know this font's a little smaller than this. This probably doesn't need to be so big, probably like this. Put that last. Okay. Yeah, make these a little smaller. I'm not crazy about the font that has this underline. Try not to do that, and maybe make it all caps but smaller. All right, this isn't quite the same too. Make those smaller, all the same. Try all caps but small. About this size, try it, and if it's a little big, go down, but about that size. All right. Okay. All right. We need some social media icons. All right. Good start. All right, Jay. Good. Good. Maybe we want this here. Maybe you have more work to add, but okay, bring this up. Maybe one of these goes. Maybe this one. Maybe this comes up here somewhere. Or swap, but try and get 4 here. Unless you plan on doing this, but I think it gets crowded. Okay. So your About Me is your home page. Okay. Careful with this. See, it's covering up your face. We don't want that to happen. Okay. All right. Put your copyright date below. And branding consultant. All right. So you're going to want to work on mood boards and style guides. All right. It's pretty tight. See where you go. All right, you guys. I'm happy with what you've produced, and it's just a skeleton. You only had a week to create a draft, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what develops over the year. Everything you do, every project, think about your brand and how it's going to work on your site. All right, that will make your job so much easier to produce things specifically that carry your brand. All right, good job, everybody.